Hello and welcome to the vlog. So you can read the title. It is our reaction to the Saints game, but it's not just that. It is a day with me and the boys and Randy here at a house all by ourselves. It was game day and we woke up happy and most of our day was happy. We had so much fun and all of those clips were so fun to watch over and over. I can tell you editing the clips that aren't fun was quite hard because those are the clips that actually needed to be edited the most because I had to chop out most of the things that I said in those videos. But on the bright side, I got to watch all the other clips over and over and over, and each time I did, I laughed. So there are a lot of highs in this video, and I hope that you enjoy them as much as I did. I do show our reaction to the Saints game because, let's face it, I can't change history as much as I wish I could. I can't, and it's part of that day. But next year, I'm going to be looking back at this video and be posting a much better video. Fingers crossed. I cook a roast and mac and cheese in this video, and if you follow me on social media, every time I cook roast and mac and cheese, it is my favorite meal to eat. So that's also in this video. So I hope that you enjoy it as much as you can. I honestly don't think that most of my family and friends are going to click on this video because of what it is. And I probably will get the least amount of views on this video, but that's okay. I'm still sharing it. Either way, I am still sharing it. And at the end of the day, there was more happy times that day than sad. It's just that one thing has weighed on all of us so much. But I'm not gonna not share that day because of what happens. So keep on watching. Know that most of this video you'll probably laugh at. If you wanna see how I make my roasted mac and cheese, you'll see that too. And stay tuned to the end. I didn't wanna end on a sour note, so I kind of changed up what the ending was going to be. It was supposed to be a huge party and us being excited, but it wasn't. So watch to the end and see the little thing that I added in that I feel is the bright side to the situation. Bye. Please like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video as best as you can. And if you're from Louisiana, if you're my family and friends, and you're still watching this, thank you. Because it took a lot out of me to do this. I waited over a week to edit this video for a reason. So, thanks for watching. Roll clip. Hello from my table of game day ready supplies. My morning Boston cream donut, my coffee. I am going to be kicking butt today. I got up mega early. I deleted a ton of things off of my phone and I started organizing some things for the day. I'm cooking roast and mac and cheese for us for the game and peas, and I'm also filming a freezer cookie meal with some pasta dishes, and I want it all done by noon. Let's see if I can do it. And Ethan's practicing with his. It is game day and I am making a roast with brown gravy and some mac and cheese for us to eat along with some green peas. But this is me making a roux. It's equal parts flour and oil, and I've just been stirring it until it got brown, but I want it to be a decent amount browner than this before I add in my water, my roast, and all my seasonings. So yum yum. If you haven't made a roux before, it's pretty easy. Alright, this is my gravy going. I just put the water in, got everything stirred, and I have all my seasonings in there. These are some of my seasonings that I put in. The onion and garlic powder, the Himalayan sea salt, the Tony's. I put in pepper, of course. I always put in thyme into mine. I still need to cut these up. I'm probably going to put in a nice third of this container. I'm probably just going to chop them in half and throw them all in. And I put in like a big heaping teaspoon of this. I like
my roast to go into the gravy with it being seasoned already and it tasting like a gravy as much as it can be. Once the roast goes in, it adds a lot of natural flavor just from itself, but that helps give it that taste as if I used broth or stock, which I didn't have today. So it does have salt in it, so you got to make sure that you don't put too much salt into the pot. But typically I do add salt later after everything starts cooking down, and then once the roast is out, I always will cook down the gravy until the thickness I want, and so then I will taste the salt and see if I need anything, because once you cook that gravy down, you really don't want to have all that extra salt in there, because then it will be too salty for the after part. Roast is usually cooked until it's completely fallen apart, so it typically is just floating in the gravy anyway. So again, I just don't put too much salt in there. This also has salt in it, so these three things have salt. So you just got to be careful when you're putting stuff like that in there. I do not measure stuff. I always just sprinkle across the pot by eye and go from there. It's bubbling away. I just threw a whole heaping handful of halved garlic cloves down up in there. Back here, I got my noodles going from my mac and cheese, and I fogged up my lens. It is going to be a delicious day. All right, y'all. It is starting to fall apart. It's got a good half an hour at least to go. I just put in some water, so it's a little watery, but once it cooks down perfectly, it'll be the perfect gravy. And just want to fall apart a little bit more, like nice and tender. Getting ready to put that mac and cheese in the oven. And the mac and cheese is getting started. I put a layer of noodles down. I'm going to put layers of cheese in it, and I'll top it with a little bit of butter and pop it in the oven later. I usually will take all my noodles in a huge bowl and toss it with some Velveeta melted cheese, so it just coats all of the noodles. Then I layer that with my cheese, but I forgot to get that. So this is all I have. It will be delicious. This is how I usually used to make it, but I kind of had that idea once and I stuck with it for the longest time, and I just, I don't know, brain farted when I went to the store and I didn't buy the Velveeta cheese. So I'm gonna layer that up and we are getting game ready. And look at that, it is piled to the top and it is going to be so good. Right before I put it in the oven, I'll put some little pats of butter across the top of it just to melt down inside of it, and we will be good to go. I cannot wait to eat it. All right, it's going in, 350. This living room is about to get loud. Game's about to start. We got Gavin in his clothes. He's got his Saints pajamas on. Check him out. He asked if he could wear them, but we at the house, so I said yes. So
pajama pants.
In a little while, we're going to play some Saints bingo. There's our little markers, and then this is the little things we're going to pull. I'll put them in there so you couldn't see them. Get that ready to go. I got my bar all set up. Some cheese on my fleur-de-lis board. I made some chocolates this morning. I put them on my little gold tray. Even got me a fleur-de-lis glass. We got a football thing full of Skittles for the kids. Queso, ranch dip. We've got some salsa and guacamole, some black and gold chips. I put my granite Louisiana thing right there. I wish these were yellow or golds, but I didn't have time to paint them. And then I got some chips here. I opened a king cake just so I can videotape it, but that will be closed to keep it nice and fresh. I have some silver and gold cutlery. Got a little Louisiana thing on there. Yes, that is a Crown Royal thing, but it is holding my little cutlery, my little fleur-de-lis beaded thing. My roast is done and it is falling apart. My mac and cheese isn't quite done, but it is in the oven and it is getting close. We are ready. Super excited. Oh, and check out my, see, my whiteboard that I had painted. If you've seen that video, I'll link that video down below when I redid this. It used to be a completely different color. You can check that out. Those are crafts that I still have to do over there in that thing. But we are ready. I am ready to go. Time to get him out here. Turn on this TV.
Little play action to start the game. The disadvantage comes through.
He's in about that. Oh.
Ready, go.
Who that? Come on. I can't do it no more.
The game's about to come back on.
Where's the football at? The football right.
Ethan, go to the hallway and go get your football.
What?
Go get your football. The funny part is when Hottie's are going to turn around. What you got to say, Ethan? Hi, Gaff.
Blockers came across. Who's it against? And go to over the last
Who that?
including the postseason, 41 of 50. And they don't even
Gavin, you gotta go further away so you can see the booty.
Great job by Drew Brees.
We're about to make a touchdown.
Gavin, watch the game. Oh, you put that dude!
Jeez. On. What you got to say, Gav?
Who that? Who that?
Watch for the guy over watch. Don't show it? Nope. Oh, they made you jump. Look at that.
Yeah.
Hello, playoff football here at Griffin.
Gavin, say dynamite! Gavin, say dynamite! Yeah! Yeah!
We got a touchdown!
It's the first time all season without a first down over the first two drives. We all know the Rams prefer their three wide receiver personnel.
Ready?
That's pretty much exclusively all they run, but on that running play with C.J. Anderson, the first one of the game, they were in multiple tight ends.
Shit.
Ball start.
Look at that macaroni and cheese. Look at my rolls. 13-0, baby.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Ready? Hit one. Who that? Who that? Who that Samuel? Beat the six. Who that? Who that? Who that Samuel? Beat the six. Who that? Who that? Who that Samuel? Beat the six. Who that? Who that? Who that Samuel? Beat the six. Who that? Who that?
situation, third and 3 to 4 yards, you better 200 yards. The play of the first half is presented
Coming back to get him.
The mechanics and how that is operated is obviously much different than really.
We got a touchdown.
We're gonna go outside.
Who that? Sadio, beat them safe. Who that?
That's it for 3 quarters in this NFC Championship game. Top 2 seeds, Kathmann taking it out.
Look at that speed.
My plate.
The kick.
He missed it. Oh.
Sirline clutch, and with 15 seconds left, we're tied at 23. It's a good thing he's got a draw and not a fade, because this ball looked like.
Come on.
Breeze without Dave.
Come on.
What?
First down and stays in bounds. Smart play. First Camaro was blocking and then he leaked out for an 8-yard.
Hey, there's my purple one, I swear to God.
He bangs on him, he goes to the ground and
Still laughing for my son.
With Dan Arnold, the tight end, when he was in blocking, and then they just realized that the quarterback is in trouble and they need to give him a place to go with the football, and they leak out, and Breeze finds him. The Rams did everything right down the field in coverage. Just lost sight of Camaro once he went to the ground and couldn't get the Breeze. Make a play. The reigning defensive player of the year. He just splits those 2 guys, hits that gap.
I need fish too.
No chance for Mark Ingram to go anywhere.
It's necessary.
Aaron Donald, since he came into the league as the Rams' second first-round pick in 2014, leads the league in tackles for loss. That one lost 2. 2nd and 12. Breeze airs it out, getting downfield.
Yes!
Give me the one.
Big yards to 10.
It's be really cool to be there right now.
Seats sitting pretty with 1:58 to go. With a good point on 3rd and 10. Quick snap. Breeze.
Pass interference.
No flag.
How you get no flag?
Roby Coleman delivered a hit.
Be a freaking high five for it.
Crowd's
What
going
was that? What?
right on the seat sideline. Well, if Roby Coleman plays the ball, it's an interception. It's probably going the other way with it. I mean, the ball's on the other side of Roby Coleman, and
Look at his
but there
face.
should have been a penalty. And John Payton is justifiably upset. Mike Pereira, if that was a penalty, that would have been since after the game. Do you think it was a penalty?
Yeah, I really do. I know it's easy in slow
You need
motion. They're
to
close
please.
to
I've never
bang,
seen a
bang, but that
pin.
was early enough. Even high contact on the receiver, so you really could have had a foul either way.
This for the lead. 31-yard try is good. Throw an incompletion, run it for no gain, and then miss, and clearly contact before the ball got there. Yeah, he
Number 22. One Drake. Sorry.
How is that not a penalty?
It looks like 22 right there, but the other way.
It never got turned. I mean, it can't be any more obvious than that. Yeah, I mean, Sean Payton, he just simply cannot believe it, nor can anyone that's in the stadium watching this.
If a flag is thrown there, the Saints have the ability to run the clock down to 4 seconds left and end the game with a field goal try and chip shot. Instead,
Well, it's a real credit to the group around here. This whole game represents what our team's about. Got great coaches. This is about the Rams today, and we're going to be happy with your phone. So many records are broken today, but I thought before half the clock goes down, and now we can get play going.
Who did I say they're gonna beat my spirit? Who did I say you'll beat my chicken?
Demonstrated great mental toughness. It was a tough start. I thought the way that he played, handled the noise, was outstanding. That play that he got off in the last play to be able to get it off to Tyler Higbee with Cam Jordan right in his face, getting Greg in field goal range. Unbelievable. It's a game-winning play.
I love you, babe.
He did a great job.
I love you, babe.
Today's great play. Great place to win. Jared Goff. Congratulations.
I love you.
It's got to be a tough play. And then you started a little bit wrong. And then it looks like the composer just slowly got to you and you got more and more comfortable.
It's hard.
Stuff we had to deal with early. But we thought
I can't get anything. Oh my God.
end of this game, it looked like y'all thought, well, we got to run the football because Burley didn't play a lot. And finally, the thing that got this game won for you was the passing, the play action.
No doubt, yeah. Whatever works, whatever works. I think last game was 200 yards on the ground. This game was throw the ball around a little bit, but we see that to show us. So we can play good. We can play good. Right off and the kicker.
So that was the game. I know. But I hope you watched to this point because I wanted to say something about the end of that video and I wanted to add in a little bit of something else. The end of that video was me and Gavin running around in the dinosaur suits. There is a chunk of that video that I couldn't even use because in the beginning I was basically saying it was ours, give it back, but I had some F-bombs thrown in there, but I was in the dinosaur suit, so in a way it was kind of funny. And I literally was running, me and him were outside, but Rainey didn't want to come outside and film this, and there were people across the street were throwing a party, so they had like 10 cars out there. So I guess at the end they were all like, we're going home. And so we're running around in the inflatables and we're running, and all I'm screaming is, it's ours, give it back. And so every time they came outside, they would laugh at us. And I just kind of actually think that we brightened up their day as well. I hope they were Saints fans. They better be Saints fans. They're living across the street from me. So anyway, Gavin just didn't want to cry, and he didn't want to see us just sit there like, And so it was fun, and he's just so funny and goofy, and he's a lot like me, and it did end on a positive note in a way already, but I wanted to add in a little something. You see, on Super Bowl weekend, although I don't see nothing super freaking about it, I hope it's a blowout and the Rams get demolished. I hope that their ratings are as low as ever, and I hope that when they start getting demolished, anybody who is watching is like, this is pointless. I'm not watching. But we were so gung-ho that we were going to the Super Bowl that we had gotten a hotel room in New Orleans, and we're keeping that hotel room. Now, it was for more than one reason, because our date night, February 2nd, is also that weekend. And so Rennie's like, it'll be date night, we can go out to eat, we'll watch the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. And even if we weren't going to Super Bowl, our plan was still to watch it because we just figured we would have just lost. That isn't the case. So we're gonna have a whole Sunday to ourselves to do whatever we want. Awesome, kind of, not really. But we are going to make the best out of our weekend as we can. And originally I had this whole outfit planned for that Saturday, because I'm like, Saints going to the Super Bowl, I already know what I'm wearing that night when we go out to dinner. It's gonna be so much fun. And you know what? I decided this week, I'm still wearing that dress. I don't care what the outcome of that game was. And so I figured I would give you a little sneak peek of what I'm gonna look like that day. This is my dress. It is black and gold sequins. It's a little bit hard to see because obviously they're sequins, but it's such a cute pattern. It's a little mini dress, and the top goes up around my neck and then down around my boobs. And yes, I will be cold in it. I do not care. I am wearing this dress because I feel like when somebody sees me, they know that I want to wear black and gold. We're going to Chop House, and I'm going to video it just like I did my other 2 dates. And every date night after this, you'll see videos as well. You kind of seen my earrings in another post. I don't know if they're going to focus on them right here because the light is just so bright coming in from the window, but it really doesn't want to focus. But they're really, really pretty earrings that I just feel like fit that dress so well. So I'm super excited. It's going to be a fun weekend regardless. It isn't the weekend that we expected, but it is a weekend to remember. And I will not let this dampen my mood on that weekend, and I'm going to have a lot of fun. So I hope this Super Bowl weekend, you've seen this video and you've planned something for you to do that's just as fun. I'm gonna be off with my husband. I'm gonna be enjoying delicious food that Saturday before, and we don't really have plans just yet for Sunday, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna find some. And it won't include watching the Super Bowl. I'm not giving them the ratings. We're gonna have all of our TVs on in the house on different channels besides the Super Bowl channel. We're gonna make sure the TiVo isn't on recorded anything that day on that channel, and to where it doesn't accidentally somehow get recorded, because that will include people watching from what I understand. So make sure that even if you're not watching the Super Bowl, that you're watching a different channel, that your TV is on, and that the ratings are going against them. Screw that. Bye for now. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I put a lot of time and effort into my videos, and I'm hoping that you're liking my content. And if you are, hit the subscribe button to let me know. Thanks. Bye.